Welcome to Pathways of Hope. My name is Raul Roncal and I will be giving the reflection today. Have you noticed that people today value freedom? At the moment somebody tells them, oh, do this, you cannot do that. Or rules that society gives us. And you say, rules are, I don't want rules. I want my way because I want to be free. But then Jesus gives us a important paradigm in terms of what it means to live life. He says in Matthew chapter 7:21 and following, he says, "Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." It is not my will, but the will of God. To conform your ways and to conform the way you look at life and to say, Lord, what is your will? What pleases you? How can I follow you? Then he adds, everyone who then hears, in verse 24, these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who builds his house upon a rock. The rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew and beat upon that house, but it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock. And he even says this, he who hears the word, here the word actually means commandments, way of life. He says, if everyone who hears my commandment and my way of life would take it on and say, this is my life and I will do it. He describes this person as someone who builds his house on solid rock that's immovable. Freedom in the world is doing whatever you want and just allowing others to live their lives and you live your life and we don't care about each other. But the disciple is the one who follows the way of Christ and says, I will do whatever God gives me as a pattern of life. And if I live according to the ways of Jesus, my life will be stable. I will be living my life as if I was on solid ground. What a wonderful message. Freedom is the ability to say this, my will is the will of the Father. My way is the way of Christ. To follow His word is the solid life I want to live. That's freedom. And I hope that you disciples out there will keep that in mind and say, I have found what freedom really is. I will follow the Lord and give my life to Him.